we're reviewing Monday Night Raw from this past Monday. So, if you didn't know, you better go check it out. Team Authority is no longer in power thanks to one man, actually two men, Dolph Ziggler and Sting. Yes, Sting made his debut last night. Well, not last night, but he made his debut at Survivor Series. And he took out Triple H, and he made Ziggler pin Rollins for the win. So the Authority is no longer in power, and so everybody's wondering who's going to be in charge for the night. And the Authority comes out to start off the show, and they're just saying their goodbyes, I guess. I wouldn't say they're saying goodbyes, but they're saying, this place is gonna suck, or it's gonna not be the same without the Authority, blah blah blah. But out came one man, the return of Daniel Bryan. Now that doesn't mean he's gonna be back in the ring, but he's back. He should be back sooner or later, but he's back, and he's in charge of Raw for the night, as what he said. And so he didn't let the Authority leave. He just kept going up to them doing the yes thing, which was pretty funny. And after the Authority left, Daniel Bryan was making all these announcements for the rest of Team Authority that lost, which was Rusev, Mark Henry, Seth Rollins, the captain, and Luke Harper, and the other guy. I forgot who the other guy was, but anyways, so the first match of the night that Daniel Bryan announced would be Ryback versus Mark Henry. As what Daniel Bryan said, that Ryback wanted his rematch against Mark Henry from WrestleMania 28, and so he got that match, which was only like at the most about a 2-minute match, because Mark Henry literally wasn't ready for this match, because Ryback came out of nowhere, threw his face into the ring post, and then smashing his head back and forth into the barricade, and so that hurt Henry a lot, and it stunned him, and Ryback finished the match with the Mita clothesline, and that was it. And then Daniel Bryan also announced for the next the second match of the night, Luke Harper would defend his Intercontinental Championship that he just won the previous week on Raw before Survivor Series, which is stupid. Okay, I do think that Dolph Ziggler should have kept the title. But it was Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper for the Intercontinental Championship. And it was a good match, a lot of action. But as Ambrose was looking to about to win the IC title, out came Bray Wyatt out of nowhere, causing the disqualification victory for Dean Ambrose, and Ambrose was trying to fight back. Bray Wyatt buried him in chairs, just like what Dean Ambrose did last night. I mean, why do I keep saying last night? At Survivor Series, where he buried him in tables and then ladders and then chairs, but Bray Wyatt buried him in chairs for the payback. So now, announced for next month, at TLC, it's going to be Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt in a TLC match. And that's going to get brutal. So next we have the Raw special guests for tonight, Larry the Cable Guy, and Santino Marella is back as well. And they come out talking about their new movie, Jingle All the Way 2. And Larry the Cable Guy, he looked like he was like gonna fight or something, because he came out with like a wrestling attire. He had like a Rey Mysterio mask on, then he had his camo shorts. He looked ridiculous. He kind of looked like he kind of looked like Vader a bit, and it was pretty funny. But the funny part was Gold Stardust came out. And Larry's like, the hell was that? So that was pretty funny. And so after that segment, we had Miz and Mizdow, the new tag team champions, defending the titles against Golden Stardust, getting the rematch, as Daniel Bryan granted them. So they got the rematch. Miz and Mizdow retain after Mizdow was about to win the match for his team, but Miz was faking an injury on the outside, where they thought he broke his nose or something, or had an injury on his nose. Turns out he was faking the injury throughout the whole match, and he wanted Mizdow to be impressive, or Mizdow to impress him. So that's what Mizdow did. And the crowd was giving a huge fan pop for Mizdow, because honestly, that Mizdow is a lot better than the Miz, just because the guy just cracks you up every time he's in a match with someone, or when he's with the Miz, he always copies what the Miz does on the outside. And if Miz gets hurt, Mizdow feels the effect as well. So that's funny. So Miz and Mizdow retain after Miz hit the skull crushing finale on Stardust for the win. And next we had Rusev. Let me start off here. Let me say this real quick. Daniel Bryan gave Rusev 2 decisions. One, you could either defend the U.S. title in a battle royal, and the winner wins the U.S. title, or 2, you come out into this ring with the U.S. flag in the background, and you saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. Rusev was angry about it. He went backstage. He came back earlier. He came back later in the night, and I guess Daniel Bryan made the decision for him. And Sergeant Slaughter came out and helped Rusev and Lana do the pledge, but they were doing it very quietly, and Sergeant Slaughter's like, "I can't hear you!" And Rusev had enough of it, and he thought he was going to try to beat up old Sarge, and Jack Swagger came out, one of Rusev's old opponents that he lost to. Swagger came out, defended Slaughter, and that was the end of that. Then we had Big Show, the traitor, the big 500-pound traitor, turning on Team Cena with that knockout punch, knocking out John Cena, taking out the captain, having Seth Rollins pin Cena. And so Big Show came out, and he looked really mad at backstage. But then, like, when he was in the ring, he was acting all innocent, thinking that everybody was gonna, accept his apology for being for acting that way. He said, "Oh, I didn't mean for it to happen like that, but sometimes my anger gets ahead of myself," or something. I don't know what he said, something like that. But anyways, the crowd didn't believe him, and neither did I. And so Big Show got all mad about it, and he said to the WWE Universe that if anybody backstage who was on Team Cena, or anybody from backstage who thinks they want to call me a 500-pound traitor, that they should come say it to my face instead of hiding it from my back. And Eric Rowan came out, and if you didn't know, Eric Rowan's a good guy now. He's joined Team Cena, and Eric Rowan came out with a new kind of theme song. He doesn't have the Luke Harper theme song anymore. That's just Luke Harper's song. He came out with a very strange theme song. I guess that's his new theme song now. Eric Rowan came out with this new theme song, and he addressed the Big Show, saying he does not like bullies. And Big Show was like, "You gotta be kidding me, Eric Rowan." Well, we said that before Rowan said that, but Rowan hates bullies apparently, trying to act like Ryback. But whatever. And he attacked Big Show. That was pretty much it for that. And now I have a feeling we could get Rowan versus Big Show, maybe at TLC, which I doubt it, or you could just have it on Raw or SmackDown, whatever. So Eric Rowan standing up to Big Show. Next, we have Brie Bella versus AJ Lee, with Nikki Bella, the new Divas champion, at ringside for this match. And Brie defeats AJ thanks to Nikki Bella, and I'm really happy Nikki won the title. Because she was my pick to win the title, and she won the Divas Championship for the second time in her career, I believe. But anyways, she's the new Divas Champion. Brie Bella defeated AJ, and AJ burned the Bellas, I should say, by saying you're sexually transmitted, because somebody's got to treat the Bellas like the way they are or something. But she just like treated both Bellas, like saying they're both sexually transmitted. That's exactly what she said. And so I gotta know. There's rumors going around that AJ could be leaving soon. I don't know why, but you know, there's just a lot of rumors going on that she's gonna be leaving soon, which is pretty stupid because she's like one of the best divas on the roster. So it'd be pretty stupid if she leaves for a while. So yeah, our next match was Adam Rose and the Bunny taking on Natalya and Tyson Kidd for I God knows how many more times. Fifth like the third, fourth, or fifth time. And of course, Tyson Kidd defeated Adam Rose to the sharpshooter. Bunny once again costing Adam Rose the match. And we thought Adam Rose was going to attack the Bunny, and Bunny was going to try to attack Adam Rose, and then we went backstage. And I think it showed a Ryback segment saying that Ryback was backstage with Renee Young, I think, and he was saying that he was hungry because Kane, yes, Corporate Kane is no longer Corporate Kane, as what Daniel Bryan said. He's now known as Concessions Kane, which means he is in charge of food and beverages. He would be in charge of bringing food to people, or delivering food, or just like, giving food to people. And so he did that backstage, and Ryback was hungry, and Ryback wanted something to eat. Kane just instead threw something at him. Ryback threw Kane back into the wall, squirted mustard and ketchup at Kane, and then Ryback grabbed some peanuts, and he's like, "Kane, you forgot your nuts." So that was a pretty funny segment. And then we go on to our main event, which was John Cena and Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins and two mystery partners. And Daniel Bryan gave the WWE Universe the chance to vote for Seth Rollins' partners tonight in the main event. Choice A, Mark Henry and Luke Harper. Choice B, Mark Henry and Kane. Or choice 3, JJ Security, which is Joey Mercury and JB Noble, which is also known as JJ and Security. And one of the biggest polls ever on the app, 3% for Team A, 4% for Team B, 93% for Team C. JJ Security wins that vote at that panel. And so now we all know the main event was Cena and Ziggler versus Seth Rollins and JJ Security. These guys it's been a while since they wrestled, and one of them was gonna wrestle with his freaking tie on, and Seth Rollins was like, "What are you doing? You don't wrestle with a tie on. Take the damn tie off." And the funny part was, I think it was Noble who tagged in Mercury, and Cena was hopping over both of them, I guess, with a leapfrog or whatever, and they both were just doing the exact same thing that Cena did, and Cena's like, "The hell are you doing?" And they just got up and they ran into each other, literally just bumped into each other, which was so funny. One of the funniest things ever in the main event match. I was like, what the hell? What the hell just happened? And so Cena and Ziggler took control of that, and Cena and Ziggler picked up the victory with an AA and a super kick, or zigzag, whatever. Yeah, it was zigzag and AA for the win, and that was the end of that. And all of a sudden, at the end of the night, we get this stupid what's the thing called? The stupid anonymous Raw general manager that Michael Cole does, who was actually playing as Hornswoggle. Now, does that mean Hornswoggle is gonna be running the show again? Because if it is, then I mean, for God's sakes, who would want Hornswoggle in charge of Raw again after all the chaos he did? I think he was worse than he is already. I know he may be hiding under the ring and just doing his own thing, trying to take control of Raw. But for God's sakes, I don't want to hear Michael Cole's annoying voice with that. "May I have your attention, please? And I quote, I received an email from the anonymous Raw general manager." Like, that freaking podium just came out of nowhere. I was like, oh my God. Like, not this again. JBL and Lawler were disappointed. JBL threw his pencil. Lawler put his head down. Disappointment. It was ridiculous. Why? I don't know why. But does that mean Hornswoggle is going to be in charge of Raw again? I hope not. So that was the end of the show. And now Michael Cole was saying there's going to be discipline next week. I don't know what he means by that. But sounds like Hornswoggle is going to be running Raw next week. But I will tell you this. Even though Daniel Bryan was in charge of Raw this week, doesn't mean he's not going to be leaving. Because he will be in charge of SmackDown this Friday as well. He will be in charge of SmackDown, which is tomorrow actually. Yes, he will be in charge of Friday Night SmackDown, just like how he was in charge of Raw. And I don't know, he's going to make another great matches, more awesome segments, I don't know. But Daniel Bryan will be in charge of SmackDown, just like Raw. Anyways, guys, that was my review from Monday Night Raw from, I don't know the date, I think it was November 24th. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of Raw this week, and I'll see you guys later.